Om Namah Shivaya.
So this is the first of the self-empowerment series. I have had, I have known Gaurav since the last several years, but it seems that we know each other for a lifetime. And this is his first book. So you can imagine that's such a big day for him. And so today, we are all there to make this special day, very great. Big day for him. And as he said that initially the book was of 1,000 pages, but he edited and made it into a small, simple book. It's a very interesting book. It's also available for sale today, and you can get it personally signed from Gaurav. And in this, the pictures that are used are very, very pretty children. If you see, I want to show the pictures. You can see this picture. So everywhere you will see different poses. They are his two sons only. So in this, he has written about all different techniques which you can practice at home about the mind. Okay? So thank you so much, Gaurav.
Thank you so much. On the cover page of the book, because mind is like a small child, so a picture of a small child should be there, meditating in a sattvic clothes, wearing a Rudraksha mala, and no matter how much you restrict and train the child, still the child is not. Same is the case with mind. And when I saw my children, I thought they are the perfect models. About the book? Okay. My book has, please. My book has the essence of spirituality in a very simple way. Mother, you will not, actually after reading the book, you will not realize that you are reading a very difficult spiritual book. It's a very simplified version of spiritual understanding of material life. I have used all these understandings that we are not conserving energy, we are wasting our energy and we are not even aware of it. How to reclaim the energy back. First of all, if you really want to train the mind, you should have that energy. Secondly, we try to restrict the mind or we try to avoid the mind. We have to make friends with the mind. If you make friends with a small child, then only you can actually discipline the child. And discipline leads to real freedom. What do we mean by discipline? Discipline means there are certain principles to our living. I'm not talking of rules. I've written in my book, rules restrict, principles enhance. So break the rule, follow the principle. Krishna broke all the rules in Mahabharata, followed the principle of Dharma. Make sense? So I have tried to simplify that. I have written some laws also in that. Discipline means when you follow the same basic principles regularly, consistently in your life. That is how you discipline yourself. Getting up at 5 o'clock is not discipline, in my perception. It's a rule. If you understand that physical exercise is very good for me, and somebody comes and says, you see, if you work out at 5 o'clock in the morning, that is the only thing. Otherwise it's useless. So you have created a rule. Exercise only in the morning at 5 o'clock is good. But the basic principle is exercise is good, boss. If I become really passionate about it, if I start practicing the principle, I will achieve the best time myself. For few people, evening exercise is best according to their body anatomy or physiology. For few, in the morning is good. Your nutrition will tell you, your nutritionist will tell you that. That was, before having your dinner, go for a walk for at least 1 hour. Don't do anything in the morning, that's okay. So, these principles, if you follow regularly, that is how you discipline yourself. And once that is achieved, real freedom is experienced. So it's all about, in a very simple way. You know the topics? First topic is practice simplicity. Then I have written practice happiness. You see, people run after satisfaction. And when they achieve something, they feel very satisfied. When their focus goes on something else, which is yet to be achieved, then they again become dissatisfied. So it's a vicious circle. Satisfaction cannot be complete. Even the richest man can never say, I am the happiest man. So it's always a scope which is left, and that is a huge scope. In my perception, 75% we are empty in our heart. We are only seeking 25% satisfaction only with our senses from the outside world. And only outside world can give us that satisfaction. What is the balance thing? What is happiness made up of? It's a combination of satisfaction and peace. This world cannot give you peace. It's an ocean of peace within you. How to reach to that? Simple. Simple things. Develop faith. What is faith? Simple. I have actually mentioned with very beautiful, subtle exercises. It's not that I have written it. It's Lord who has used my instrumentality, and I'm extremely grateful. Whenever I refer back to that book, I myself get very energized. I've written this. So it's a beautiful thing which has come out. The crux of real simplicity and spirituality in a beautiful way. I am really thankful to each and everybody.